the little wrench into everything here this afternoon, as this would normally be game 2, but Mother Nature chose otherwise. So it's going to actually be game 1, and we're going to have 3 baseball games for you here in 2 days.
That we will, as this is a big one, as if you listen to us into the pregame when we was over in Toombs Tuesday night, we kind of brought it up a few times. This is a huge series with huge playoff implications. I got tongue-tied there. As this is 1 and 2 in the region, Toombs County sitting at 5 and 1 in the region, 11 and 5 overall. The Pirates sitting at 4 and 2, 10 and 6 overall. This is actually almost the top 5 matchup, as our Pirates are sitting at number 4, Toombs County sitting at number 6. So should be in store for some good baseball. Looking at some of the other teams in the region, Mason, we noticed Brantley has already took 2 out of 3 from Vidalia. That put them into the 3 spot
very quickly. And, yes, that's why this series is much bigger than it usually would be. If we do slip up and lose this series to Toombs County, we would be fighting a very, very tough uphill battle just to get back to that 2 seed.
No doubt. That's for sure. As this is one of those regions that 1 or 2 losses can send you from a 1 to a 4 seed
in a heartbeat, and I've seen it happen year in and year out.
Absolutely, no doubt. For those of you that care about the top 10 poll, I can read it all for you. We got just a minute before we get to baseball. I'll start at the bottom. We'll go with number 10. That's going to be Jeff Davis, coming in at 9 and 7, actually 10 and 7. And they just got a big win against Lowndes County, the defending state champs. Jeff Davis started 0 and 7. Now have won 10 in a row. Are now sitting at 10 and 7.
Just like we expected.
That's exactly right. Now number 9 is Callaway, 13 and 3 on the season. Vidalia comes in at number 8. I'm sure that'll change after these 2 losses to Brantley. Cook County comes in at number 7, 9 and 5 on the year. As we mentioned, Toombs is at number 6, 11 and 5 on the year. Redan, team we seen last year, number 5, 14 and 1 on the year. Appleton County is your number 4 team, 10 and 6 on the year. Mount Perrin Christian is 14 and 3. They are number 3. Worth County's up in that 2 spot, and North Cobb Christian still holding down the 1 spot at 15 and 1 on the year. So still a lot of baseball to be played. I'm sure that's going to change quite a few times between now and then, but the series that matters is this one right here, as this one is going to have a bunch of implications on how this seeding goes into the playoffs.
Yeah, I would take a very, very large guess here, and whoever wins this series is going to be the 1 seed in our region tab.
Could very well happen. As we're getting ready for the national anthem, we'll take a short break and come back with the first pitch. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Gold Miles West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
All right, welcome back. National anthem just finishing up. Looking at what I am looking at is a beautiful day for baseball. A lot of sunshine right now, as there's been a lot of rain in the last couple of days. As we mentioned, the first game of this series got rained out over in Toombs County. Pirates are in their all-white jerseys with the red stripes, red letterings, red caps. Toombs County in their blue jerseys, white pants, and blue caps. I think you have some lineups over there, Mason, for the Toombs County Bulldogs.
I sure do, Taff. Leading things off, doing the pitching for the Bulldogs this afternoon is number 13, Trayvon Harris. Batting in the 2 hole is going to be first baseman, number 28, Brantley Upshaw. Coming in at third is going to be number 27, the third baseman, Jackson Jenkins. Hitting cleanup is going to be number 5, the DH, Cameron Ledford. He'll be hitting for number 6, the left fielder, Kip Mosley. Batting 5th, number 9, the shortstop, Jesus Quintero. Batting 6th, number 3, the second baseman, Tucker Brady. Batting 7th is going to be number 8, the catcher this afternoon, Mr. Tyson Brantley. Batting 8th, number 4, your right fielder, Ryder Sears. And rounding out that Toombs County Bulldog lineup is going to be number 14, the center fielder this afternoon, Mr. T.J. Stanley.
And now your Pirate lineup, things going to look like this. Colin Ewaldson will lead things off. He's in the 1 spot. He's out at second. Grayson Hall will be back in second. He's over at shortstop. Jason Griffiths is going to get a start on the mound tonight. He's in the 3 hole. Batting cleanup will be N.J. Nance. He's out in center field. Nate Livingston still in that 5 spot. He's behind the plate. J.E. Sykes in the 6th spot. He'll be the DH for Jack Carter, who's patrolling right field. Landon Anderson will be opposite of the hot corner over at first base. He's in the 7th spot. Caden Walls will be batting 8th and out in left field. And Nolan Sykes will end things for the Pirates, and he is at the hot corner. So Jason's up on the mound taking his warm-up pitches and has looked really good throughout the year. I know he had a game over in Brantley where he kind of hit a wall pretty quick, got a little tired, but outside of that game, he looked good throughout the year.
Yeah, he's been in mid-season form. Like you said, other than that one Brantley County game, and it was a very tough-fought battle over there in the trenches in Nahunta, Georgia, but other than that, he's looked very sharp so far and looks to continue that this afternoon. And the first pitch of the ball game to Trayvon Harris, the fastball that's fouled off right over the first base dugout for strike 1.
So Harris, as Mason mentioned, down in the count 0-1, now 0-2 as he hits one almost identical to the first one and out of play. So quickly behind 0-2 as Jason started him out with 2 fastballs back-to-back and goes with a third right down the heart of things, and that'll be 3 pitches and 1 out for the Pirates.
That it was, and you saw on that third pitch of the at-bat there, Tap. Jason went with the little expedited short wind-up there. He did not come through with his full length and leg kick. That's going to bring up Brantley Upshaw.
He starts Upshaw off with a changeup and misses outside. And this is a kid that can change a game with one swing of the bat.
He sure can. As we've seen him put a few charges into baseballs over the past 2 years.
That pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1 now.
It's a changeup slider. So what he begins Upshaw with, and quickly ahead 0-2.
Goes right back to it, and it's 1-2 as he gets the swing and the miss from
I'd say 0-2. I thought the first one was a called strike.
Yeah, he missed just a bit outside with it. 1-2 turns into 2-2 as he went right back to that changeup. Changeup looks to be working good. Got a lot of roll in it, breaking away from the lefty.
It does have a lot of run to it.
And a swing and a miss from Upshaw. And he was going to trot down to first, but he realized Livingston actually caught the ball, so that'll be out number 2.
So 2 batters Jason Griffiths has faced here in the top half of the first, and 2 quick strikeouts to tally.
See if he can match Colin Ewaldson over in Toombs County. As Colin in the first inning in Toombs, he struck out the side, 1-2-3, as that pitch is in there for a called strike to Jenkins. Like an off-speed pitch, misses low, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it'll be 1-2 now.
So given these 1, 2, 3 hitters in this Toombs County lineup, a very steady diet of that changeup.
1-2. Just did get a piece of it to stay alive. We'll do it again. Plenty of room out here in the bleachers for y'all to come out and support this Pirate team. on a Thursday afternoon. Not too hot, not too cold. Wind blowing a little bit, nice and sunny. Swing and a miss, and he does exactly what we said. Is he got 1, 2, 3, all by way of strikeouts, so no score going into the bottom half of the first. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge. Appling County has always been my home. The Appling County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appling County resident. The Appling County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appling County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
All right, welcome back. Bottom half of the first. Great top half of the inning for Dathan Griffiths on the mound as he got him in order by way of strikeout. I believe all were swinging.
Let's see, Trayvon was looking on that sped-up windup that disrupted his timing, and then 2 and 3 were swinging. But, yes, all the pitches in Dathan Griffiths' arsenal looked very sharp there in the top half of the first. We were able to see every one of them, and they were looking good. So, great start from your Pirates, and look to follow that up with a very active bottom half of the first here. Leading things off is going to be Colony Walton.
Sure, the Pirates are looking to jump out early here. They did that over in Toombs County on Tuesday night in the game that was canceled due to weather. We were able to score a run in the top half of the first, as that one's going to miss way outside from Harris.
So Harris usually behind the dish for the Bulldogs, but happens to be their 2 guy on the mound.
He almost got a piece of Collins' kneecaps with that one. And it's now 2-0. Hard ground ball hit foul down the first base line, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Colony Watson way out in front of that fastball there. 2-1 here to Watson. Colin calls time.
As I believe he was in his windup and it got granted.
He was.
Breaking ball, loses it upstairs 3-1. Harris has one of those Greg Maddox stances on the mound as he holds his glove right up in front of his face out of the windup.
He does. You can barely see his eyes.
As that fastball is going to catch the corner, and it's 3-2 as E. Watson actually tossed the bat thinking he had ball 4.
So instead, we're going to have a full count here. Colony Watson with his toes on the line. Crowding the play here.
Breaking ball, letter high, left that one hanging, and Colin just did miss it. Hits it foul. You don't want to live up there very often, especially not to a guy like E. Walton.
That's exactly right.
Ground ball over to the first baseman, Upshaw. And he makes the catch, touches the bag on his own for out number 1.
So after a lengthy at bat there, Rayvon Harris is able to put away Colony Walton on the 3 unassisted. Ground ball down there to Brantley Upshaw, who sat on it and took it to first base for out number 1. It's going to bring up Grayson Hall.
Got him out front of a breaking ball there. And it's 0-1. And he looked like he set his foot down, expecting fastball, just got out front. There's another breaking ball. He hits that one a little bit off the end of the bat out to the second baseman. Throws over to first, gets him by about a step and a half, and that'll be out number 2.
So Grayson Hall goes down much quicker than Colony Walton did. Hall saw 2 pitches, grounded out to second base on the second one, which was a breaking ball. And that is the second out here in the bottom half of the first. It's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter and pitcher this afternoon for the Pirates, Dason Griffiths.
Dason looking to help himself out here in the bottom half of the first. Got him out front of what looked like an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Back to the breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1.
So 1-1 here to the Pirate pitcher. 2-out base runner would be nice here to extend the inning. Breaking ball from Harris misses outside. Bring things to 2 balls and 1 strike here. Wind starting to blow a little bit here in Baxley, Georgia. Pretty weather, though. Good-looking afternoon for some baseball.
He almost called that a strike.
He did. Fastball from Harris came in, and catcher stuck it at about the ankles, and he wanted to.
Speaking of a good day for baseball, it's opening day for the MLB.
That it is. I actually wore my red Braves Freddie Freeman jersey to work today, and then completely forgot that they postponed the Braves game until tomorrow.
Yeah, a little bit of weather issues up in Philadelphia as well, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see that one. Minnesota Twins are playing right now. They were up 2-1 last I checked.
They were.
As the hometown Buxton got to start out in center field for the Twins today. And Dason Griffiths did get to walk there.
He did. Yeah, as we're sitting here commentating some Pirate baseball, we wish Byron a great, healthy season. Hopefully 162 games are in store for him this season. Wouldn't that be nice?
It sure would. Especially seeing him in center field again.
Oh, yes. So N.J. Nance steps in the box here for the Pirates with 2 outs.
Speaking of center fielders, N.J. Nance. As that one gets away from the catcher, and Garrison didn't get a very good read. Or that's actually Edenfield out at first. And I believe he could have took second on that ball. So 0-1 to count. A little bit too low in the zone now, 1-1. And Harris loves that breaking pitch.
He does. And it looks like they did their homework on Nance, as we both know that he does struggle with the breaking ball some. 1-1 here to N.J. Nance.
He don't struggle with the fastball as he gets that one to the 5-6 hole. And that'll be a 2-out base hit for N.J.
Good piece of hitting there. So after 2 quick outs to start off the bottom half of the first, a walk and a single extend this half of the inning, and it's going to give Nate Livingston an opportunity to drive in the first run of the ball game.
You know, since region play has started, NJ has really found himself in the box.
He has, and that's been huge for this Pirate team. Moving up in the lineup to the cleanup spot as well, so hopefully he can continue his hot streak. First pitch to Nate Livingston is a breaking ball that misses outside for ball 1. So Edenfield at second, Nance over at first. Nate Livingston ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes here. Bottom half of the first, still tied 0-0 here in Baxley, Georgia.
1-0 breaking ball Must have just missed outside, 2-0. Pretty good pitch there.
It was. Good call from the home plate umpire. I do believe that one was a little low and outside.
Pickoff attempt. Just a little lob out to second, just to keep Edenfield honest. Two-low hard ground ball into the 5-6 hole as Coach Griffiths is going to hold Edenfield up at third. And that's back-to-back singles with 2 outs for the Pirates. So we did not test Mosley's arm out in left field. That ball was hit hard enough, it was going to be tough to score on.
Yeah, he was already playing in somewhat. Got a good jump on that ball. Fielded it quickly and got it in even quicker. So bases loaded here for Jay Sykes, and it's going to take a air pass ball, wild pitch, or traditional single to drive in Edenfield from third. We'll take any of the above as he swings that one. And a great catch by the fan over here from the Toombs County side as it's 0-1. So 0-1 here to Sykes. Pirate DH this afternoon. He's hitting for the right fielder, Jack Carter. The bases are juiced with the Pirates. Fastball letter high, actually a little above the letters, turns it into 1-1. Pirates with a huge threat here, even though it's with 2 outs. A gap shot here could score a few. Breaking ball right down the middle, 1-2. Trayvon Harris hung that one, and Sykes watched it into the catcher's mitt. So 1-2 here to Jay Sykes. Calls time, or asks for time rather. Home plate umpire grants it. Pirates have made Harris throw 23 pitches in this inning so far. It's always a good thing. That it is. That breaking ball again as he watches it, and that'll be strike 3 and out number 3. And the Pirates are going to leave them loaded. So 2 base hits, but nothing doing on the scoreboard. Going into the top half of the second, you're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Identify yourself.
WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Welcome back. Top half of the second. Due up here, 4, 5, and 6 for the Bulldogs. There's a swing and a miss there by Harris. Actually, no, that was not Harris. I ain't even hit my... There we go. It's Ledford. Cameron Ledford. And second pitch to Ledford is a slider that catches the outside corner for strike 2.
So Ledford, Quintero, and Brady due up here for the Bulldogs. 0-2.
There's a swing and a miss. Gets by Livingston. As he's going to reach first, Mason.
He does. So breaking ball from Griffiths gets Ledford swinging for strike 3, but it was in the dirt, and Livingston got turned around behind home plate, and the ball actually bounced off of Livingston's left arm, I'd say up the third baseline a little on the halo. So strikeout, but Ledford reaches.
Quintero's going to square around the bunt. Pitch is going to miss up in the zone 1-0. As Toombs County's trying to play a little small ball early here in the top half of the second.
That they are. They know that runs are going to be pretty difficult to score off of Dason, so they'll try to capitalize whenever they can.
As he goes up in the zone with another one, that's fouled back into the net, 1-1. As Dason had an economical first inning, and I had him, I think, at 13 pitches.
Looks like we've got a few Brantley County Herons that made the drive over.
Yep. 1-1 on the way from Dason. He's swinging this time. Hits it foul and out of play, 1-2. So Dason looking for another strikeout. Actually has 4 strikeouts and only 3 outs. As that breaking ball misses just inside, and it's 2-2.
Minnesota Twins still ahead 2-1 going into the 9th inning. Now in Kansas City.
Dason out of the stretch. 2-2 fastball catches the black outside corner, and Quintero knew it.
That was quite a scene there, Taff, as he just kind of tipped his cap to him and trotted on to the dugout. So that's going to bring up second baseman Tucker Brady. 1 out here in the top half of the second. Score is 0-0.
Change up way out front, 0-1.
Good-looking pitch. He's got it working today.
And anytime that change-up's working for him, he's trouble. There's a huge difference in the velocity of his fastball down to that changeup.
A lot of movement on that changeup, too.
It is. As that one swung on and missed, now 0-2. And you haven't seen a whole lot of good swings out of Toombs County on Dason so far through 1 1/3.
Definitely got them guessing. And this isn't no slouch lineup by any means.
Not at all, as that one swung on, hit out towards right field, but it's going to fall foul.
So 0-2 here to Tucker Brady. 1 out here in the top half of the second. Cameron Ledford is your Bulldog base runner over at first base.
Pretty good size lead by Ledford. Anderson holding him on the bag. 0-2 breaking ball. Got him.
Very tough pitch to hit there from Brady, and good pitch from Dason, but not a whole lot you could have done with that either way. That's going to be the second out here in the top half of the second. It's going to bring up catcher Tyson Brantley. Be his first plate appearance of the evening.
Kickoff attempt is close, and they got him. That was a great move by Dason. So that'll be the third out of the inning, and we'll go into the bottom half of the second. Still no score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
All right, welcome back. Bottom half of the second, Landon Anderson in the box for the Pirates. As Harris is still on the mound, ground ball hit over into the 5-6 hole. Shortstop Quintero fields and throws across in time for out number 1. As he had the range a good ways to get to that ball. He got his feet around it, picked it up, and threw a strike over to first. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That looked like another breaking ball that he had him out front of. Now Caden Walls calls time. Harris never gets out of his wind-up stance, even with the time called. Hanging breaking ball belt high down the middle, called strike 1. The 0-1 way outside, gets past the catcher. And it'll be 1-1. I believe they had some signs crossed up there. As Brantley looked down at Harris like shrugged his shoulders like he didn't know what pitch was coming. 1-1. High chopper up the middle, right over the second base bag. And what a play by Quintero, as we've seen his defense in the past, and that was another one. Took a wicked hop on him right over the second base bag. Fields it with his bare hand, throws across in time for round number 2. So Nolan Sykes, the 9-hole hitter for the Pirates. Trying to get things started with 2 outs. Fastball up and away, 1-0. Colin Ewaldson, the batter, waiting on deck. And the Pirates will flip it back over to the top of the lineup. Started to go, but held up, now 2-0. That one was way outside. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, no score, bottom of the second. Hit off of his hands, right out to Quintero again at shortstop. Fields it, throws across, throws a strike, chest high. And that'll be out number 3. So nothing doing here in the bottom of the second. Going into the top half of the third, no score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Top of the third here, Dason Griffiths on the mound has already thrown one pitch to Tyson Brantley, and it was a called strike, as that one's going to be popped up down the right field line. Going to be a tough play, and nobody's going to be able to get there, and it's 0-2. As Dason has 6 strikeouts through 2 innings. And is in position to get his 7th here as he's quickly ahead 0-2 to the 7-hole hitter, Brantley.
Promise I didn't leave you, Taff. I went to a quick facilities break and had a couple roadblocks in the way.
Swing and a miss, and Livingston's going to have to throw it down to first, and he does, and Anderson drops it.
So almost like the Tokyo series, you saw first baseman have a ground ball go right through the webbing of his glove. And I know that's not what happened right there, but it sure looked like it. That's a play that's made 10 out of 10 times by Nate and Landon. So Dason will have to work uphill here.
And Dason has struck out every batter that he has faced, but he has also had 2 base runners. That's the second time that's happened, as you mentioned.
Well, never mind. The glove might have actually broke.
Yeah, he wanted another one. They went to the dugout, got it, and brought it out to him. So that might have actually been what happened. And it looked like it went right into the glove and come right out.
Looked like it went straight to the web. But nonetheless, runner at first, nobody out. It's going to bring up Ryder Sears.
Squares around the bunt. Going to miss low in the zone. One of the few balls Griffiths has thrown in this game. As he has thrown 28 pitches, 6 balls.
Pretty good percentage there. Wouldn't shock me to see Sears square around once again, and he does.
As he pops this one up, Livingston gives it a go, but he's not going to be able to get there in time. As Landon was charging hard from first as well. Just in the perfect spot where neither could get to it.
Split the difference on them, so it's going to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Toombs County right fielder, Ryder Sears.
You got a ball that comes on the field. And it's always funny when that happens is you'll see them throwing over there, and then they'll scatter when that happens.
That they do. It wasn't me, Coach. Not me. Not you.
He's going to square around again, gets down a good bunt down the first base line. Landon's going to flip it over to first in time as he walks and makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1, but he got the job done with the bunt.
Ryder Sears did his job. It's going to bring up T.J. Stanley. So T.J. Stanley in the box, and Trayvon Harris awaits on deck. Stanley looks to flip this thing back over to the top half of the lineup.
Another bunt, and it is rolling right down the first base line and just does get foul.
So Coach James bringing out some very, very small ball here is back-to-back sacrifice bunts. As you can tell, he does respect Dason Griffiths a lot, and he knows that these opportunities are not going to come a whole lot during this game. So he's trying to get 1 or 2 runs, and hopefully his man, Trayvon Harris, can keep the Pirates at bay.
Like a change-up in the dirt, 1-1. And you can bunt him the second and then bunt him the third, and if you got 2 outs in that situation, you're still going to have to swing the bat at some point.
That you are. And that's what he was counting on right there. Getting the third with your leadoff man.
That one's going to miss outside now, 2-1. As that sun is bearing down on everybody on the field at the moment. Usually it's that right side that struggles.
The right side is catching a lot of the rays for sure. Nolan Sykes at third doesn't have his sunglasses on. So luckily, a few of them aren't catching it as bad as the others.
Lined by the shortstop, and Nats is going to field it. And they thought Grayson had a play at it at shortstop, and he did not. So he held up at third, and it's runners at the corners now with 1 out.
So Hall made a diving effort at it, but just out of his outstretched glove. And thankfully, he had to dive for it because the runner at second base in Tyson Brantley actually had to see that ball down. Therefore, he wasn't able to get as good of a jump as he normally would have. So that does keep him at third. But there are runners at the corners with only 1 out now, and the Toombs County Bulldogs are back to the top part of their lineup, and the leadoff man in Trayvon Harris.
Pitcher-pitcher matchup as that fastball catches the corner. Inside corner, I should say, 0-1.
Harris 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his lone plate appearance so far.
Pickoff attempt over at first as Mason has already got 1 today. Tries to get another, but nothing happening. One pitch on the way. The runner's on his way to second. Ground ball hit out to Grayson Hall, who steps on the bag at second, gets 1, throws across in time for the 6-3 double play. That was a great play, Mason.
It was, and it looks like T.J. Stanley staying on second base. He doesn't know. Well, he just got assured by the coach. He did call him out. So Grayson Hall, yes, the unassisted. I say unassisted. Took it himself to second, tossed it over to Landon Anderson for the third out to get us out of a jam, and we're heading to the bottom half of the third. Still a tie ball game here in Baxley, Georgia, 0-0. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
All right, welcome back. Going into the bottom half of the third. No runs on 2 hits for the Pirates. No runs on 1 hit for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Pirates back to the top of the lineup. It'll be E. Walton, Grayson Hall, and Dason Griffiths. Hopefully we can get something going second time through against Harris, as he has been a steady dose of curveballs. Daddy has lived and died by the breaking ball so far. So far, the Pirates haven't been able to time it up, as he's kept them at bay through this lineup one time. So hopefully the Pirates make the adjustments that they need to make during the game here and get things rolling with the bats. They have put the ball in play for the most part, just have not made clean contact. First pitch to Colin A. Walton. Guess what? Breaking ball. Misses in the dirt, 1-0. And that pitch is a fastball that barreled down and in. Colin got a very good barrel on it, even though he had the inside out. But the left fielder runs it down as that ball is tailing away from him towards the left field line. Makes a good catch there for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the third. Going to bring up Pirates second baseman Grayson Hall. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. And that was a great play by Kip Mosley out there. Ball was hit pretty well by E. Walton. Just got a good read, a good jump, and good speed got to it. Right down the middle with the first pitch to Hall, and that's 0-1. That breaking ball was hanging, but first pitch of the at-bat, we're not necessarily looking for that breaking ball there. But with as many as he's thrown so far, we might walk into the box looking for that pitch. Because I can remember only 1 or 2 other guys we faced this year that would be an approach that I'd advocate for, but Harris would be one of them. And that pitch to Hall was a ball. I agree, as he has started several off with that breaking pitch backwards to a lot of guys. He goes back to it there, and it misses outside. And it's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Grayson Hall, 1 out. Goes back to the fastball. Hall's way out front of it. Hits it foul down the third base line. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score, bottom of the third. Breaking ball hit off the end cap. Brantley Upshaw lost it in the sun for a minute. Finds it, and is still not able to get to it. And that one actually went out of play, but yes, thankfully Brantley Upshaw lost that ball in the sun for a second. It delayed the read. He was able to get on it, or there's a good chance he could have made a play on that ball, as he's one of the few that can reach over that fence. Hit off the end out towards the second baseman, Brady, and he lobs it over to first in time for out number 2. So Grayson Hall was sat down on a 4-3 put out in his first at bat, and he goes right back to it as they get him on another 4-3 put out there, and 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third, bringing up Pirate pitcher number 9, Dason Griffiths. Walked in his first plate appearance, as Harris is dealing a lot of ground balls here today. As that one's right on the outer half, 0-1.
Yeah, Harris is looking good. He's doing a very good job of keeping these Pirates off balance. Nothing overpowering.
Breaking ball, hit out to the shortstop. We know he can field it. Throws a short hop over to Upshaw, who cannot come up with it. And the Pirates will have a 2-out base runner. As that'll likely be an east pitch.
So Quintero, who usually flashes some very good leather, does it once again, but can't quite make the off-balance throw. And that's going to give the Pirates a 2-out base runner via the E6. And speaking of plays at first base, that ball in the top half of the second inning actually did go through our first baseman's glove tap as that pitch misses down in the zone for ball one, and the catcher snaps one behind Edenfield at first, but he gets in there safely head first. But yes, so the glove actually did break on us. Something you don't see every day.
You don't.
Nats ahead in the count here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Back to the breaking ball now, 2-0. As thankfully nothing bad happened out of that situation, because that's just one of those things you can't control as he played it right. Just one of those unforeseen baseball moments that can not go in your favor.
2-0 here to the Pirates center fielder.
Hit off the end of the bat out towards the second baseman, Brady. Flips it over to first in time for out number 3, and another ground ball out for the Pirates. As the Pirates leave one stranded at first. No score going into the top half of the 4th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
With over 17 years working in the courthouse, Gretchen Bailey has gained the trust of folks in Appling County. She knows that every case, every family, every decision matters. Re-elect Gretchen Bailey as your probate judge. Make your voice heard on Tuesday, May 21st. Let's keep her experience, her knowledge, her wisdom, and her understanding that she has earned over the years working for us. Let's keep the probate court in her capable hands. This message paid for by the candidate.
I'm Gretchen Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
All right, welcome back as the tall left-handed Brentley Upshaw steps in here in the top half of the first to lead things off for the Bulldogs.
And to answer your question, Taff, I was doing a little quick math, skimming through. I've got a total of 7 ground ball outs already for Trayvon Harris.
As that first pitch changeup, Upshaw misses on the outer half, 1-0. Upshaw struck out in his first plate appearance. Right back to the changeup, 2-0. Hit off the end of the bat right out in front of the catcher, Livingston. He throws it down the first in time for out number 1.
So not something you see too often is Upshaw just caught the top half of that baseball and took an initial big hop and died right out in front of home plate. Nate Livingston did a good job to scramble to it and throw a dart to first base for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Jackson Jenkins.
Yeah, after one hop, that ball ended on the edge of the grass and the dirt on the circle around home plate, which you do not have. That's very hard to do, as that one's in there for 0-1.
If it was a pull cue, that one would have had some very good English on it. And the second pitch to Jenkins is a breaking ball that is called a strike at the belt. So he finds himself in a very quick 0-2 hole. And the fastball is elevated from Griffiths and gets a swing and a miss from Jenkins for out number 2. So Dason Griffiths elevates the fastball around the letters. And that triggers a swing and a miss from Jackson Jenkins for out number 2 here in the top half of the 4th. And before Cameron Ledford steps in the box, Coach James is going to do a good job at what I think is nothing more than just slowing the momentum of Dason Griffiths and trying to get him out of the rhythm that he's in.
And that was Dason's 8th strikeout on the day through 3 2/3 innings. No runs on 2 hits for the Pirates, no runs on 1 hit for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch to Ledford is going to be fouled over our head, 0-1. Starts Ledford with the breaking ball there. Jumps out ahead of him, 0-1. And seeing him pitch a little bit backwards here in the second time through the lineup, swing and a miss on the fastball, 0-2. Wants it outside here. He gets it there. Ground ball hit into the 5-6 hole, and that'll get just past Nolan Sykes' diving attempt. And that'll be a 2-out hit. As that ball had eyes and got to the 5-6 hole and just by an outstretched Nolan Sykes. And just got word that at the end of the second inning, over in Glenville, Georgia, Pierce County leads to Tattnall County Battle Creek Warriors 8-0. First pitch swung on and missed by Quintero. He was way behind the fastball there. Ledford over at first. Very short lead, about a step and a half. Good looking breaking ball, must have missed inside, 1-1. A little better crowd now for the Pirates, as that one's going to be a high hopper over towards Nolan Sykes. Throws a strike across the first, and they say Anderson pulled his foot off the bag. As I would have to appeal after this play is over with, and I think that's what Coach Griffiths is going to do. I did not see his foot leave the bag. And Coach Griffiths is going to do it the proper way, go out to the gentleman that made the call and politely ask that he asked his partner there that did have a better angle at whether or not he pulled his foot off the bag, if he did. And they're going to keep it what it is and call him safe. So went through the correct protocol, and as Taft just previously mentioned, he calls him safe. So the call stands at first base. It's going to be an infield single. And that's going to bring Tucker Brady to the plate. And that changeup is in the dirt and bounces away from Nate Livingston. So just like that, Toombs County has runners at second and third with 2 outs here. So another one of those wild pitches, and Toombs County could take the lead, Taft. That they could. So now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball way behind it. Now 1-1. And I don't know that I speed his bat up as far behind that pitch as he was.
No, I would not throw another changeup or breaking ball here to Brady. That's just me.
And he goes right back to the fastball. Same result, 1-2.
I say we go back to the same thing, or even maybe try to elevate this one, see if he tries it. And if not, we'll go back to the fastball down and away.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out towards Colin Ewaldson, who takes it over to first, throws it over to first, I should say, in time for out number 3. So the Toombs County Bulldogs leaves them stranded at second and third. Nothing doing. Still no score here. Bottom of the 4th coming up. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
Bottom of the 4th, Pirates trying to get things going here. As Nate Livingston leads it off for the Pirates, and he hits the ball out towards the shortstop, Quintero, who charges, fields on 2 hops, throws it high, but if you're going to throw it high, do it with a guy with Brantley Upshaw over on first.
That you do. Luckily, you've got a baby skyscraper playing first base over there. Very friendly to any infielder throwing it across the diamond. I know as a former third baseman, I wouldn't mind having him either. So very quick out number 1. And that's going to bring Jay Sykes to the plate. First pitch to Sykes is a breaking ball. That is watched for strike 1.
It wouldn't shock me if that's all he sees. As he's had a few batters he's done that with. He goes to the fastball there, swung on and missed, 0-2.
So Sykes finds himself in another very quick 0-2 hole here, as he is 0-for-1 on the young evening.
Got the called strike 3 on the breaking ball, outside corner, and that is out number 2.
That's going to bring Landon Anderson to the plate. 0-for-1 on the afternoon. Grounded out to Quintero out there at shortstop.
Fastball misses low and away, 1-0. And I don't think there's been an inning that the Pirates got their leadoff guy on. Upstairs, 2-0. Now we're trying to work with 2 outs here. As when we have had base runners, it seems to be that's when it's been. Here's a breaking ball, misses it down. And it's now 3-0.
So yes, Taff, what looks like another possible 2-out base runner here seems to be the weird trend, as that fastball is in there for the automatic 3-0 called strike. But yes, when the Pirates do get something going, seems like more times than not it's with 2 outs.
Now one does miss the zone, and that'll be ball 4, and that'll be a 2-out walk for Landon Anderson. That's going to bring up Caden Walls.
So Caden Wall steps out of the box as he was already set, and Coach Griffiths called out an allotment of numbers. Checks his wristband and steps back in, and we'll get it going here.
A very short lead by Anderson. That pitch is going to be popped up towards the third baseman, Jenkins. He is going to be called off by Quintero. He makes the play, and that'll be out number 3. Going into the top half of the 5th. There's only been 5 hits combined and no score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you ready for a rewarding career? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst offers training that leads to real careers in the medical field. They offer day and evening classes, as well as courses in a blended format, including on-site labs, online lectures, and externship experiences. Georgia Allied Health Institute also offers certification courses for medical professionals seeking to become eligible to test for certification. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
Top half of the 5th, Tyson Brantley in the box. Dason Griffiths delivers the first pitch. Barely misses on the outer half, 1-0.
7, 8, and 9 due up here for the Bulldogs in the top half of the 5th. Still knotted at 0.
He's going to square around a bunt, and he's going to bunt it foul down the first base line. Because I think we have seen more bunts by an opposing team in this game than we have any so far this year.
We sure have. Coach James has been adamant at playing small ball when he does get runners on, and now trying to make something happen with a leadoff bunt here. Nothing doing as it rolls foul.
Swung on and missed. A little behind the fastball there, 1-2. One-two pitch. That'll be strikeout number 9 as he watches the breaking ball go right by for strike 3. And out number 1. Ryder Sears will be the batter. What do you have him at?
Ryder Sears is 0 for 0 on the afternoon with a sacrifice bunt on his behalf.
First pitch to Sears is going to be fouled off over the concession stand. And Dason doing a good job in this inning and working ahead of the hitters early in the count. Squares around. Nothing surprising there. Called for strike 2 as he pulled it back.
Good looking pitch there from Dason. Fastball that cut the edge of the outside part of the plate off with it.
0-2 pitch is going to be all the way to the net. And it'll be 1-2 now. So 1-2 pitch. Just under the knees now, 2-2. Dason looking for strikeout number 10. In the dirt now, 3-2. Shadows starting to creep across the field as they're about to reach shortstop. Swung on and missed, and he does get strikeout number 10. And out number 2.
So Dason Griffith's looking sharp as usual today. If you didn't know any better, you'd think his name's Colin Walton with the run support that he's getting.
Very true.
So T.J. Stanley stands in with 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. First pitch is a breaking ball that is in there for a called strike.
Stanley has one of the 3 hits that the Bulldogs have tonight. And that pitch is going to get all the way to the backstop, 1-1. That fastball had a lot of life on it.
Sure did.
One swung on and missed. Now 1-2.
So 1-2 to the Bulldogs center fielder Stanley. 1 for 1 on the afternoon.
Started to go at the breaking ball, but held up. 2-2 now. As Griffiths tried to get him to chase outside.
He did. He went with that modified motion where he doesn't go all the way up with that leg.
That one's going to bounce off a home plate and run it back to a full count. Dason taking his time, now ready to deliver the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Strikeout number 11 and out number 3. And we'll go into the bottom half of the 5th. No score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate Baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
All righty, welcome back here, Pirates fans, heading into the bottom half of the 5th. Still tied at 0 here in Baxley, Georgia. It's just 3 hits for the Bulldogs compared to 2 for your Pirates. 9-1-2 due up here for the Pirates. Nolan Sykes going to lead things off, followed by Colony Walton and Grayson Hall. Trayvon Harris still on the mound for Toombs County as he's going into his 5th inning of work here. First pitch to Sykes is a changeup that's swung on and missed for strike number 1.
Low 1 pitch from Harris. Low 1-1. Loses the breaking ball upstairs, 2-1.
Top of the 3rd in Glenville, Georgia. Pierce County continues to add on to that lead as they are now up 13-0.
Goodness. Line shot towards the third baseman. He jumps up, snares that one for out number 1.
So at first what we thought was going to be a line drive into left field is a ball that wasn't hit near as hard as we thought it was. I believe Nolan Sykes was early on that one and caught more of the end of the bat than anything. And Jenkins times his jump just right and snags it for out number 1.
That's going to bring up Colony Walson, 0 for 2 on the day. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0. E. Walson was almost 1 for 2 on the day. It's a great play by the left fielder out there. Stopped him, but that ball's hit high and deep out into right field. Right fielder's on the run, and that ball's gone.
That ball's going to get out of here. Colony Walton cuts him off. As this young man has been on a tear in the last 2 weeks. That will be home run number 3 of the year for Colony Walton.
As that was a no-doubter.
Yes, sir. And puts the Pirates ahead 1-0.
And it's one thing to hit them out in Vidalia like he did. It's another to hit them out in Appleton County like he just did.
Yes, sir. As I know he pulled it, but the ball does not carry well at all here.
That ball was touched well. And it is now 1-0 Appleton County. Grayson Hall in the box watches the first pitch miss 1-0. And that's what you need to get some momentum going.
That was huge.
That one's also in the dirt.
Now you've got Trayvon Harris, who's been in the zone almost all night, falls behind Grayson Hall, 2-0.
As that puts some life in that Pirate dugout. You hadn't heard them much this game, now you hear them. As that one catches the zone, 2-1. That one almost got Grayson as he has the duck out of the way. He's way ahead here, 3-1.
So 1-0 Appleton County via the Colony Walton home run, and that fastball misses up in the zone to Grayson Hall for ball number 4. He makes his way down to first base.
As the catcher short hops that one back to the mound. And you can tell it took a little bit of life out of the Bulldogs as well.
Sure did, as Coach James is going to make his way out to the mound, settle his boys down, and remind them that it is still only 1-0. They've still got a lot of baseball left to play here, as it is getting late, but definitely time for the Bulldogs to hold the Pirates here and score one themselves to tie it up.
So Jason Griffith's going to be the batter now as Coach James comes off the mound for the Bulldogs. We've mentioned several times, Jason possesses the power. There goes the Ducks flying over the field. We see about every game. First pitch to Jason, he lays down a bunt, and it's a good one down the third base line. Harris throws it over to first. Actually, no, he does not. I missed that. What happened? Let's see for the catcher.
I couldn't see a lot, but from the follow-through, it looked like he didn't make his mind up to throw it the first turn, to throw to first and more or less spiked the ball into the ground.
Yeah, the catcher was in the perfect spot to where I could not see him make that throw.
So either the ball slipped out of his hand or either his body was telling him to throw it and his mind was telling him no, no, no. So nonetheless, an E1 there, and you've got runners at first and second for the Pirates. First pitch to N.J. Nance is a changeup that he swings through. So he falls behind 0-1. So 1-0 here. The bottom half of the fifth, 0-1 count to N.J. Nance. Pirates are on the base paths at first and second.
As that breaking ball's in the dirt, good stop by Brantley. And that would have moved both runners up into scoring position. Or put two runners in scoring position, I should say, instead of just the one. That pitch is going to be a swinging bunt, hit down the third base line, and it took a wicked hop foul.
Great decision there by Tyson Brantley to let that one roll foul, as it would have been a very tough play to get N.J. Nance, and I don't think he gets him.
No, I don't think you throw him out there. You got a better shot of getting Grayson at third, and I don't think you do that either, as Grayson's not slow. Coach Griffith's going to have a word with Nance. And the meeting breaks up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-0 score on the Colin E. Watson long ball.
And wouldn't that be something, Taff? Your leadoff man leads you on the year in home runs.
Breaking ball. Just a little bit low now, 2-2. That was a dangerous one to watch. But it was slightly low in the zone. 2-2. Upstairs now, 3-2. And Harris in danger of loading the bases up. Nate Livingston waits on deck.
The 3-2 pitch to Nance. It's on its way.
Curveball swung on, hit out in the right center field gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. As Grayson Hall's rounding third, he's going to score easily. They're going to wave Edenfield. He's going to score easily. N.J. Nance didn't even have to slide in the third, as he would have been standing easily.
He did, and then N.J. Nance's jersey comes unbuttoned as he slid into third. And it looks like he's going to button that thing back up. And it turned out to be a bases clear and triple, but could have been held to possibly a single there, Taff, as the right fielder simply did not see the ball off of the bat. He didn't. And right now, if you're out there where he is, looking back towards us, it is a very brutal sight, as that sun is right there at the bottom before it goes down. As the infield comes in on the grass trying to cut down this run, and N.J. Nance, as he's just 90 feet away. That first pitch misses to Livingston. So, yes, a tough break for the Bulldogs. Breaking ball. Good pitch by Harris. It's 1-1. As Livingston even shook his head, and tip his cap and tell him that was a good pitch, as he just quick pitched him. I'm not sure if they called that a live pitch or if he had called time. I believe he called it live, so it's 2-1. Breaking ball, big swing by Livingston, hits it foul into the Lady Pirate complex. And just a deep fly ball here. It ain't even got to be too deep, as Nance's speed on third is all you need here. And that one's going to be hit off the end cap and foul.
2-2 breaking ball hits him in the shoulder blade.
So not what you wanted if you're Trayvon Harris.
And that's going to bring Garrison Turner over to first as the courtesy runner.
So Garrison Turner in at first base. NJ Nance is your Pirate standing at third. And in steps the Pirate DH J.E. Sykes. First and third, only one out still here in the bottom half of the fifth. Pirates have played at 3.
And J.E.'s going to square around to bunt, pulls it back, and also gets hit with a breaking ball. And that's going to load them up for the Pirates.
That it is as you see the field umpire pointing into the sky, that lets his counterpart know that the infield fly is in effect now. And after that pitch path, you could visually see Trayvon Harris getting frustrated up there on the mound.
You could. I was just about to bring that up. And that's going to bring Landon Anderson into the box. Fastball below the knees, 1-0. And the Pirates still have a huge threat here with one out. As Mason mentioned, already played in 3 in this inning. Fastball up and away, 2-0, and Harris is struggling to find the zone at the moment.
Struggling to find the zone and struggling to keep his hat on top of his head.
2-0 fastball at the belt is a called strike, 2-1. Pop fly, going to get foul and into the stands. And everybody's okay.
So 2-2 here to the Pirate first baseman, Landon Anderson.
Big swing, just did get a piece of it, and he stays alive. I believe coming into this inning, if my memory serves me correctly, I think he was around 55 pitches. I now have him at 84.
So definitely labored in this inning more than he has in any other one.
2-2, fought off and stayed alive again as he just did get a piece of it. As Caden Walls waits on deck. J.E. Sykes at first, Turner out at second, and Nat still down at third. Two. Way upstairs now, 3-2. And you can visually tell that he's either getting tired or frustrated, one of the two. I would go with tired and a little bit of both. As that one's going to miss low in the zone, and that'll be a bases loaded walk, and it's 4-0 Appleton County. I would be shocked if we don't get a pitching change.
And I don't think we are.
And I don't know their pitching situation, so I say that, and that's why I say I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I don't know what their arms look like.
Or we don't know what he's got in mind for tomorrow either.
Correct.
And he's got a plan with 2 games tomorrow, and then turn right back around as that pitch misses up in the zone to Caden Walls. But yes, play 2 tomorrow, then turn right back around in the region, play Tuesday.
Yeah, that pitch almost hit Caden. As that pitch is hit high and deep out in the center field, I believe that'll be deep enough for Turner. As here comes the throw, and it is not going to be in time. And it's 5-0 Appleton County.
So after starting the game very quietly and being held at a big goose egg for 4 straight innings, Pirates decide to put up a cooking number here in the bottom of the 5th. And would you look at that, Taft? 5 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And that's just what the doctor ordered. As We're back to Nolan Sykes as he hits that one off the end of the bat out in the center field. Stanley is going over and snow cone it for out number 3. But not before the Pirates put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th and take a 5-0 lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 North of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Welcome back. Top half of the 6th here. Trayvon Harris, the leadoff man for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Start things off. First pitch from Dason Griffiths is a called strike. Might have got a little help with that one, as it looked to be low in the zone. That one's going to miss outside. 1-1. Pirates puts up a 5 spot there in the bottom half of the 5th. And have took a 5-0 lead, just what the doctor ordered. Ground ball hit hard over to Grayson Hall, takes a big hop on him, and skips out in the center field. And that'll be a leadoff runner for the Bulldogs.
So E6 there allows Trayvon Harris to reach, and nothing more than Grayson Hall just letting that ball get in on him. Very well struck ball by Trayvon. Brings up Brantley Upshaw, who can make this thing a 2-run baseball game with one swing of the bat.
He can, and you can see how quick it can turn with momentum. As nothing was happening for the Pirates, Colin Ewaldson leads things off, or actually has a 1-out long ball, and it just turned the Pirates on. And they just went to hitting the ball from that point on.
Swing and a miss on the changeup there to Upshaw. So he falls behind 0-1 in the count.
A 1 pitch, up and out. And it'll be 1-1. That one's also going to miss outside, and it's 2-1. I have Upshaw at 0 for 2. Is that what you had?
That is what I've got as well.
Way behind the fastball now, 2-2. And the sun really affecting the right fielder now, not so much everybody else. Watson still has his glasses on.
So we're playing baseball here in South Georgia, and they're still playing March Madness. And first game just tipped off. Clemson is beating Arizona 16-6.
Swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 1.
As the the undercut ACC in what everybody thought was a very down year for them. Seem to be swinging and landing a few big haymakers here, Taff. That's going to bring up, as we're talking about March Madness, we'll transition back to Pirate baseball. As Upshaw goes down swinging, Jenkins steps in the box.
Fouls that one off of his foot.
So he finds himself in an 0-1 hole, but going back to that Clemson-Arizona game real quick, Taff and I have been talking about that one throughout the day, and Taff thought that Clemson would get the best of Arizona, and I happen to say I agreed with him. I knew it would be a close game, but Clemson was very physical, so we'll have to see how that one plays out.
0-1 pitch. Fooled him on the breaking ball, swing and a miss, 0-2.
He did, as Jenkins swung very late at that breaking ball as if it had a very late, sharp break to it and handcuffed him. So quickly 0-2 here.
Fastball just below the knees, didn't get the call, 1-2.
Good two-strike pitch there from Dason. If you're going to miss with the fastball in that count, that is exactly where you want to miss at.
Most certainly. It's a great idea by Griffiths. Still ahead in the count, 1-2. Breaking ball, fight me off swing, fouls it off and out of play.
Spoils a very good two-strike pitch there. Good job by Jenkins.
Fastball right down the middle, got him looking, and that is strikeout number 13.
And you could tell Jenkins was visibly frustrated, too, as he knew that one was a called strike right when it got past him, but tip your hat to Dason Griffiths and you move on. So 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. It's going to bring up Cameron Ledford. 1 for 2 on this afternoon.
Now first pitch to Ledford's going to be swung on and hit foul down the third base line.
If you're just joining us, we're in the top half of the 6th. The Pirates lead 5-0 from a 5 spot put up in the bottom half of the 5th. 0-1 count here to Cameron Ledford. Trayvon Harris is the lone Bulldog base runner at first, and that breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. Even things up at 1-1 here.
Ledford's going to call time and step out of the box and gather himself. 2.5-step lead over at first for Harris.
I would be very shocked to see him off.
Me too. As that pitch is going to miss. He don't have to now. That one gets all the way to the backstop. He's going to move up to second easily. As we now have a 2-1 count.
Two balls and 1 strike to the Bulldog DH.
Two, 1. In there for a called strike now, 2-2. If he spun out of the way of that one, but it was on the inner half. 5 runs on 4 hits for the Pirates, no runs on 3 hits for the Bulldogs. As Dason calls Livingston out to the mound.
And on the way out, or on the way, as Nate was going to the mound, Dason kind of turned around and took a quick peek at second base. Looks as if he might have a gut intuition that Trayvon Harris is tipping off signals back there. So just to squash that, he calls Nate out, and they're going to switch things up with the pitch calling arrangement. And we'll go back to work here. 2 balls and 2 strikes here.
So triple deuces. Breaking ball swung on and hit foul. And do we have a score update on that Brantley-Vidalia game? Brantley's going for the sweep.
Brantley-Vidalia, they'll actually go, I believe they play game 3 tomorrow.
This is live on Max Preps. That's the reason I asked.
Well, being that Brantley County starting third baseman is sitting right there.
That's why I was asking, in progress.
Huh. Well, I know they did switch one game to Monday.
And that may be it.
As they would supposed to be playing. And I am actually texting one of the Brantley County coaches now.
Well, he should know.
He should.
That's what confused me, is I thought the game was tomorrow as well, and then I pull it up on Max Preps, and it says in progress. So it confused me. And with all that weather that came in, they could have moved around some stuff.
For sure.
Fastball swung on and hit foul down the third base line.
Coach James knocks it down and tosses it to Nolan Sykes.
So still triple deuces on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner out at second. 5-0 score. Pirates lead. Dason really taking his time on the mound. Swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 3. And that's going to take us into the bottom half of the 6th. At a 5-0 score. And you're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden Miles West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
All right, welcome back to the bottom half of the 6th here as the Pirates come up with a 5-0 lead. I think we figured out the Brantley County situation.
We did, Tab, so it looks like that game will be played during the last week of the season, as I believe Vidalia has prom. First pitch to Colony Walton is a breaking ball in there for strike number 1. And Taff, it did confuse us, but there was a pitch and change as the shortstop Quintero is actually on the mound now. They look like twins almost standing up there on the mound. So Trayvon Harris goes to shortstop. Jesus Quintero steps to the mound.
That fastball is at the letters and is now 2-1 as that previous pitch missed as well.
Prom on a Friday. Can honestly say that's a first.
I thought that got a piece of Colin.
I did too.
And if it didn't, or if it did, he played it off well. He never flinched, gets right back in the box with a 3-1 count, ready to go. Quintero delivers. Way up and away, and that'll be a leadoff walk for the Pirates.
Great start here to the bottom half of the sixth after Pirates took the lead in the bottom half of the fifth.
Grayson Hall going to step in the box looking for his first hit on the night. Going to be a good time to get it.
Quintero comes set out of the stretch.
As that was an awkward-looking breaking ball, misses outside.
It was, as Quintero looks to be the kind of man who is an inning fielder.
Fastball swung on, hit off the end of the bat somewhat, but the right fielder is tracking back. Has to reach way up to be able to make the catch, and that'll be out number 1.
It's a great play there by Ryder Sears to reel that one in. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom half of the sixth. Going to bring up Dason Griffiths.
It's another 3 to 5 foot, and I believe that gets over his head.
As that ball was hit much better than I thought it was.
Me too. Just kept carrying. Dason watches a breaking ball that lands in the dirt and is a called strike.
So it had to be where it crossed, wasn't it, Taft?
And it was a big looping breaking ball, but I'm not sure it looped that much.
I agree. So 0-1 to Dason.
There it is again, as that one starts above his helmet, finishes at his belt. Doesn't get the call, 1-1.
He doesn't, as if he throws that one again, I would think Dason might be hacking if it's a little lower in the zone.
He goes fastball around the letters, misses. And ahead 2-1.
Yep, 2-1 ahead in the count here, 2 balls.
You would think 3-0, but it is 2-1. As Dason even had to ask him. Outside, 3-1.
Only one out here in the bottom half of the sixth. Colony Watson, the lone Pirate base runner on the base paths right now. Via the leadoff walk.
3-1, catches the corner, and it's 3-2. Dason also looking for his first hit on the night. As hits have come at a premium.
They sure have.
3-2 breaking ball hit hard into the 5-6 hole, and by a diving shortstop, Trayvon Harris. And that'll be a 1-out single for Dason Griffiths.
And Dason does get that first hit of the ball game. He's going to bring on Isaac Edenfield as the courtesy runner.
So runners at first and second with 1 out now, and N.J. Nance stepping in. Last at bat had the triple, cleared the bases. So 5 runs on 5 hits now for the Pirates. No runs on 3 hits for the Bulldogs. And that fastball is right down the middle, 0-1. Nance watches it go by. Good speed on the bases for the Pirates. Nance going to call time. Livingston stands on deck. 0-1. Big looping breaking ball in the dirt again. Called for a strike, 0-2.
Clemson taking a commanding 29-16 lead over Arizona. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. And UConn and San Diego State just hit tap.
But we got a final on that Minnesota Twins score.
Oh, I believe we can get that as Nance steps back in.
I'm sure there's some folks out there that would be interested in it. 0-2 fastball, misses up and away. That's 1-2.
As if you cannot tell, folks, Taff and myself are avid sports fans. It doesn't matter what it is. And the Minnesota Twins, after this pitch, I will tell you what they did.
Breaking ball. Misses 2-2.
Very, very close to called strike 3, but the Twins do get their first win of the year by a score of 4-1.
Fastball in the dirt now, 3-2. And you put Nance on here. You load them up. And what'd you say the score was? I'm sorry.
4-1, Byron Buxton. 1 for 4 on the afternoon with a walk, hitting in the leadoff spot.
Swung on a major league pop fly hit out into left field. Left fielder is standing on the foul line. He makes the catch for out number 2.
As I lost that ball off the bat. This sky's got pretty tough here in Baxley. As he hits that a little bit lower, not quite as high, that ball leaves here easily. That's how high he hit it, yes. Coach James going to come out and have a word with his pitcher, Quintero. As Nate Livingston gets ready to step in the box. Who was, I believe, hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Nothing surprising there. That is correct, as he's a ball magnet. So, quick conference on the mound, and Coach James is heading back to the dugout. Making note that did count as an official visit.
Quintero out of the stretch. First pitch to Livingston is a fastball. Must have just did catch the outside corner. 0-1. As that play, there was a bat laying on the first base line the whole time.
Wow.
And it would have been N.J. Nance's after the pop-up. So it was only one pitch, but it never got picked up.
And I didn't even notice it, to be honest.
It was that green bat he swings, so it's hard to see, as that one's going to be hit foul and out of play 0-2.
As I am colorblind as it is, so yes, if it was that dark olive green blending in with, honestly, any form of green, I would have not seen it. 0-2 here, Nate Livingston.
Big breaking ball gets by the catcher, and a great read by Colin Ewalds, and he was off as soon as that hit the dirt.
Yeah, great dirt ball read there from Colin. Did not hesitate one bit. Went ahead and took third, and Isaac Edenfield followed him up, taking second. So now you've got 2 runners in scoring position for the Pirate catcher, Nate Livingston.
Going to need a 2-strike approach to get the hit to score him. And that one's going to miss outside, 2-2. And Livingston's worked it back even. That ball's going to be hit on the ground. 2 hops out to Harris at short. Hits up Shaw in the chest with the throw. And that'll be out number 3. So 5-0, still your score here going into the top half of the 7th as the Pirates try to close this one out. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate. You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back. Top half of the seventh. Jason Griffiths is going to come out and try to get the complete game here, as he's had an excellent night on the mound.
He sure has, Taft, going for the complete game shutout here. And the Pirates do have arms ready in the bullpen just in case. But I would expect, barring nothing crazy here, that Jason does finish this game. And we take game one of this region series against Toombs County.
I'll give you the stat line when he is off of the mound, but it is an impressive one so far.
So 5-6-7 due up here for the Bulldogs.
Quintero to lead things off. The Bulldogs are going to need 5 just to stay. And that one's going to be hit foul and out of play. That pitch is also going to be hit foul. So 0-2 to count to Quintero. 1 for 2 on the night. Griffiths delivers. And that one's going to leak out of play down the right side. Jesus Quintero still way behind in the count. 0-2. Top of the seventh, 5-0 score. Your Pirates lead. Ground ball hit over to Nolan Sykes, fields it on 2 hops, throws across, short hops Landon Anderson, and what a dig by Anderson over at first for out number 1.
Man, I know Kyle Miller's got to be smiling ear to ear over in that dugout as Landon Anderson makes another great play over there at first base. Not an easy pick by any means, Taft, as that was a short hop that skidded, and very impressive glove work over there by the young sophomore Landon Anderson.
It sure was. As that first pitch to Brady is in there for a called strike around the knees. Another ground ball hit over to Nolan Sykes. This time fields it on 3 hops. No short hop this time, but he throws a strike over for out number 2.
So 1 out away from a victorious game 1 of this 3-game set, which will be followed up by a doubleheader tomorrow afternoon in Vidalia.
That pitch going to be hit right over our heads, foul. That's Tyson Brantley in the box now. Brantley 0 for 2 on the night. One pitch. Fastball does miss outside. 1-1 now. As that pitch is going to be popped up in the air down the right side. Jack Carter coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And the Pirates are going to get a big win in the first game of this series against the Toombs County Bulldogs by a score of 5-0. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back. We'll wrap this one up, probably have some player interviews for you. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates!
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
All right, Mason. And welcome back, Pirate fans, as the Appling County Pirates come out victorious tonight by a score of 5-0. As they had one big inning there in the fifth inning, as they put up a 5-spot. Colin Ewalton led things off with a long ball in that inning, or didn't lead it off. I think there was one out at that point. But nonetheless, he hit the home run, and it just put life into this Pirate team.
Yeah, Colin Ewalton, been seeing the ball, I'd say, well, from the start of the season. Had some tough luck there in the first few weeks. Has continued to hit the ball on the barrel, but just found the glove. But finally got it going, finally had some things break his way now. And, man, he's looking impressive at the top part of that lineup. And like you said, one swing of the bat there, home run number 3 on the year for him. But a swing of momentum that quick. Him hitting that long ball, and then few walks followed that up, and before you know it, the Pirates have a 5-0 lead, and that turns out to be the final score, and that's all we needed.
It sure is, as it looks like we do have some players on the way. I believe it's going to be Nance, Dason, and Colin, which is what I would have thought. And that's kind of where all the action happened today. Not to take anything away from the rest of the teams. This is always a team game, but those three kind of stood out tonight with what they did. Dason being on the mound, Colin with the long ball, and Nance had the bases clear in triple. So we'll get a few words with them right here. And see what they think on the night.
All business sponsors moving on the field. All business sponsors moving on the field for a picture.
All right, Dason Griff is here on the mic with us, and Dason, another great outing on the mound. Looked like you felt good out there. I think I had you at, 14 strikeouts? Is that what I said, Mason?
Yeah, I believe that was the final tally, and there's a good chance we missed one in there, but we'll go back and wrap it up. But, yes, at least 2 touchdowns worth.
Yeah, so tell us about it. Did you feel good on the mound tonight? Or?
Yes, sir. I prepared really well going into this week. Didn't throw on Monday, took it easy on Tuesday. Or on Tuesday, the game got canceled, so not much throwing there. Went and seen Mason, and he got me right, got me feeling good, and it was just on from there.
Well, hey, I don't know what happened, but you sure looked good out there today. And that's a pretty good hitting Toombs County team, and they looked pretty confused in the box for the majority of the night.
I'd say so. Heck yeah. The Toombs County team that was actually at the top of the region coming into this game, and Dason stifled them there with what looked to be a pretty daggum stout fastball changeup combination. Seemed to be working that circle change in from the first pitch of the game almost. It looked like it was running more than it usually did. I'd say the changeup was the de facto pitch today. Fastball changeup combo looking solid, brother.
Yes, sir. Changeup was definitely my top pitch tonight. I threw it a lot when they had trouble hitting it. And even if they did square it up, I had faith in my boys. My defense did their job behind me. So, we always win as a team. It's not one person.
Hey, that's right. That's the mindset to take on. And, the 14 strikeouts help out for sure. But at the end of the day, like Dason said, when they do barrel him up, he's got faith in his boys behind him. But nonetheless, great outing today, brother. Good job. And we'll carry this momentum into Toombs County tomorrow where we got a big doubleheader.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother.
You might kind of have to hold your mic up. Is that one there is on its last leg, I believe, there, Colin?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think you know what I'm going to ask you is, I think Mason made the comment. He said your leadoff hitter is leading the team in home runs. I think that's the third one on the year. But
yes, sir.
How'd that one feel?
It felt great. I mean, I struggled to barrel the ball up my first 2 at bat, and I just had to sit back and tell myself middle away, and he banged it in.
I got you. Well, you got all of that one. There was no doubt when you hit it.
Yes, sir.
He did. Going to have to start calling Colin. Instead of Mr. October, we'll call him Mr. March. Mr. St. Patrick's Day right there. We'll have him a 4-leaf clover on the back of his jersey from here. But, yeah, heck, old Michael Sapp in the stands today.
Yes,
brought
sir.
some good spirits for you,
Yes,
and you barreled one up for him. So
that's right.
Brother Sapp got to see Colin with the home run trot, and not an easy ballpark to hit one out of.
No, sir. I hit a couple in warm-ups today that I thought might get out of here, but the wind just killed them, and they just landed 10, 15 feet in front of the fence. And I was like, well, that's the graveyard.
For sure. And as a pitcher, you appreciate that home run a little more because you do know how hard it is to get one up and out of here in Baxley. But, yeah, continue seeing the ball well. And, I'll take a few more from the leadoff spot if you want to give them to us.
Yes, sir. I'm going to try.
Hey, sounds good, brother. Great game tonight, and we'll go hard at it tomorrow with 2 big ones in Toombs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Now we got NJ Nance back on the mic. I know we kind of drilled you the last time he was on the mic, but what we said was when this kid gets going, look out, and I think he's got going.
I think he's going, and we can look out at that.
We sure can, as he had the big triple tonight. Was it bases loaded or was it 2 on base? I can't remember.
There was 2 on base. Runners on first and second, if I remember correctly. I know I'm getting a little older now, but I don't think my mind's went that bad. Barreled it up into the right center gap, and heck, you slid in head first, ripped your jersey open for the crowd right there, and heck, didn't even have to slide as he would have cruised right into third with a stand-up triple. But, yeah, hey, and continuing your onslaught here, I'd say, continuing what you've been doing. So, yes, finally it's time, man. NJ Nance moved up into the cleanup spot there, filling the hole there, and you've got a pretty powerful punch in 3-4-5 right there with Dason Nance and Livingston. So, yeah. What's been the big factor in you turning this thing? I say turning it around. You really weren't down, but really getting going to where we know NJ Nance is going to settle in at.
Yes, sir. I've been trusting my hands lately, like a lot. So my bat speed, I had a nice bat speed. Had to sit on the ball, watch it, wait, sit, kill it.
Yeah, letting it get to you there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, saying swinging when you think it's too late, and you got the hands to do it. You got the hands to make up for it, and that's a good thing right there. Trusting your hands, especially when you got them, brother. But heck, yeah, proud of you. Continue to rip it, and we look forward to many more of those.
Yes, sir.
All right, NJ. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. See if we can go get 2 more wins against Toombs.
Yes, sir.
Now we got Coach Griffith in here. How are you, Coach?
Good.
That's a pretty good start.
Yes, sir.
What was a pivotal game 1 against the Toombs County team in a big series that got huge playoff implications.
That's right. Hats off to Coach James. They do a great job over there. He's been a really good coach in this area of the state for a very long time. I got a lot of respect for him and that ball club. And we knew it was going to be a tough one. I told the guys this first one's the most important. Just go ahead and take the series lead and go tomorrow and get this thing swept. That was, we don't want to just win this thing. We want to sweep it, because that'll help us out later down the road with region implications and all that kind of stuff. So the message tonight was, great job. Hats off to Jason. Pitched his tail off. I think he finished with 14 strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Big in there, bomb, base clear, triple, That's the difference. One guy starts it and everybody else just kind of follows suit. And, man, it was fun to see.
Well, I had mentioned to Mason right after Colin hit that ball. Well, let me say before that, you didn't hear a whole lot in the dugout, but as soon as that ball left the yard, it was like life just flew into that Pirate team. And from then on, it just looked like a different baseball.
That Joker's guy, he's like a ball of dynamite, man. He can unload on one at any time. And he's a great kid, too. As good of a baseball player as he is, Colin Walton is a fantastic human. And I'm glad he's part of this group.
Stand-up guy for sure, and that's what I continue to tell everybody that asks me about him. Great baseball player, but even better dude and easy to root for, just like a lot of these Pirates are. But going back to one thing you said right there, first game's a massive, just like the first out's a big one.
That's right.
Your leadoff hitter's a big one. Going ahead and getting this first win out of the way in what is a pretty much top 5 matchup here in AA in the state, and then 1 and 2 in the region. But yeah, so I take it we've got Colin available for tomorrow.
Yes, sir. He's good to go. He's got 110 available.
So that is a fresh pitch count for Colin Watson, and Jason Griffiths toted the load this afternoon on the mound. So you heard it here from Coach Griffiths. We've got a full arsenal going into Toombs County tomorrow in games 2 and games 3. So a doubleheader tomorrow in Toombs. Hey, you got Good Friday off. Go ahead and make it over to Toombs County a little early.
We need you.
Hey, we need you. Get you some Rialto. Have you a little early Easter date night, and then enjoy some baseball on the latter part of that.
That's right. I want to give a shout-out. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Appreciate Pirate Nation for showing up, and y'all know it as always. Go Pirates.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, Coach. All right. Coach Griffiths there, as always, giving us some good words. As we've mentioned a few times here, tomorrow is a big 2-game set for the Pirates, as you said, 1 and 2 in the region as of right now, and Brantley sitting right there at 3, nipping on everybody's heels. But that's the one that matters is Appleton versus Toombs tomorrow, and we got to go over there and try to get both of them games. Man, that would be huge. That it would, and Pirates winning both of the region series so far, but taking the first 2, but coming up short in game 3 both times. We would love to see a change of scenery, change of outcome tomorrow as we do get our first region sweep on the year, Taff.
Yeah, that would be nice. As like you said, we dropped 1 out of 3 on every one of them. So hopefully we can change that tomorrow, but we will be there to give you all the action. We'll start at 4 o'clock. We'll actually be on a little before that, probably around 3:50, somewhere in that area. So if you can't make the trip, we hope you can. But if you can't, join us. You can hear us on 97.6 WUFE, or if you got the app, you can download it, or you can hear us on the website as well. So plenty of ways to hear and listen to the Pirates and support this Pirate team who needs it. So Pirates come out victorious tonight by a score of 5-0. You got anything to finish it up, Mason?
That is about as good as we can wrap it up here, Tap. Good, clean baseball game tonight. Less than 2 hours. So teams efficient at it, and big 5-run fifth inning for your Pirates. That was all that was needed. Heck, we only needed one, but we got 4 more insurance runs on top of that. So kick started with the Colony Watson long ball, his third one of the year, topped off by Dason Griffith, striking out 14 Bulldogs on his way to a complete game shutout and game 1 victory over the Bulldogs for what is a huge region series and the biggest one so far.
That's exactly right. So the Pirates are looking to keep the momentum going if they killed a 5-game win streak for these Toombs County Bulldogs, and we're going to see if we can turn that into a 3-game lose streak.
I would love it.
So we'll see how that goes, but we will be there tomorrow for all the action. Please join us and support this Pirate team. Appleton County victorious tonight by a score of 5-0. You've been listening to Pirate Baseball. From Mason Parker, Taff on. It's been Pirate Baseball on 96.7, the Big Wolf.
You've been listening to Appleton County Pirate Baseball on the Big Wolf 96.7. This broadcast has been brought to you by Community Bank, Rents and Rents Insurance, Sykes Propane, Down to Earth Trailers, Woody Folsom Ford, Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC, Uri's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Thank you to our sponsors.